I'm in this place called Barrio Hollywood right now. Neighborhood in Tucson. It's kind of bright out today. Yesterday or the day before, no, not yet. Actually, yesterday was nice. The day before was really cloudy. So you can date this video in case you want to get historically, chronologically accurate. I'm on Grande Avenue. Seems like I'm doing sightseeing, but I'm really looking for the Gem and Mineral Show, where it's going to be. And meanwhile, I just want to tell you about myself. I wish I had my high definition camera right now. Not that it really matters. I am using the iPhone right now. Who is this? This might be one of the Barrio Hollywood people. Wow. This is tile. This is tile that they did. This is probably the university or something. One of those art studios did this. Must have been by a machine. Definitely the way they made the image was that's a solarizing effect, maybe on a black and white picture. So here's the thing about me. There's many words for it. Selling some football memorabilia over there. Maybe I should take the back street. I'm on a big highway right now. There's a lot of ways to describe me. And you could say psychic. I know that I've never really gotten into that on the channel, because you would think that is somebody that is doing readings for somebody, and with video you don't see that a lot. It's usually like one-on-one, just private. So in that sense, you haven't really seen me be psychic. But then I could also say I'm empathic, an empath. And then these other terms come up like Indigo child. Indigo is a generation that is coming into the earth now. And they think, scientifically, is characterized by having more genes activated, their chromosome level. So if they have more of these chromosomes involved with their bodies, their biochemistry, then that means we're evolving somehow. Maybe there's part of humanity that's evolving, changing, and I don't know how. I don't know who's making this happen, or whether it's just a spiritual impulse. You can't really look for a cause outside, like in the material. You have to look inward, and you have to say, well, it's because we need it, because of the way we're thinking, because of the problems we're going through. A lot of paintings over there. So, if this is appearing in the new generation, then it's they can analyze this by looking with microscopes, and they do laboratory readings. The genes are usually counted as from 40 of them, plus then there's an extra reading of 2. Or it says there's 42 and 2. So that's what we're finding now. And even more advanced would be 44 plus 2. But I think we're like now thinking in terms of the 42 range. 42 chromosomes. There's a possibility of 64 chromosomes though. 64. Chromosomes, DNA, however you want to look at it. If you want to study this, go into biology, human biology, medical science, or genetics. But I always take a spiritual view on all of this information because that, to me, that's truth. Because you can't interpret facts unless you have a spiritual sense of things. And the spiritual sense is not dealing with minute facts. It's that you have an overview, a purpose for things. It's almost like philosophy. Or it is philosophy, one way of looking at it. So, here we are at the playground. So I don't want this video to be too long. I was just going to give you like a little more of information about me because I was born before the Indigo generation was talked about, but I have these different experiences, and you could say that they are abilities or something innate in me. I don't know how I got them, but I've been different. I mean, that's obvious when you hear me talking, and I show you different things. That's different in itself, but my personality and the way I'm able to know things is different. So, okay, I'm down here at the riverbed, which is a wash. Over here in the desert, southwestern area of the United States, it's a wash. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to walk along the wash and tell you more about these abilities. See, at first I told you that they're experiences. So you have to realize that it's objective. It's like my opinion about things, like how my ideas come to me and how I react to them. That's what creates our experiences. So mine are different and unique because I don't know, they just are. Maybe it's that chromosome thing that makes it possible, that causes it. But let me tell you, it's no joyride being different. It's just what it is. Maybe we're just, or I'll talk about me. Maybe I'm just a pioneer to show people things that are coming, and it's not necessarily a given about this future. Maybe we have to make a choice about it. So I'm just sharing this other perspective through me, my life, through my senses. Here's a beautiful spot. There's a lot of potential here for this planet, but we have to. There's a music artist, Patti Smith. Look her up. I had listened to her about 30 years ago. I think she would understand. She's a little bit different, but she's a well-known artist. She wrote a song called "People Have the Power." I forgot the name of the album, but maybe it's eponymous. But people have the power, and They say in the series of Spirit Science, which is from Jordan Pierce and influenced by Drunvalo Melchizedek, because I've been really getting into that lately and watching it, and it lines up with what I've always been thinking. So it tells me that the information's going out there. A lot more people are becoming aware of the things that I've always known. It's just natural to me. It's just innate. It's just been my whole experience about spirit and energy and the crisis of the earth and what we can choose to do with it. I don't know what else to say. It's just, on a level of existence, when you reach this height above what we're used to as humans, then everything you think comes into existence. So it's instant manifestation. And changing things is just a matter of thinking it. But I haven't experienced it that much. I'm going to say barely, rarely, and I don't see it in anyone else, or I can't detect it. I don't know. I'd have to start looking and see if anyone's doing that or admitting it. They may not admit it. Because it's a hard road to take when you want something. You've got to focus on it. You've got to tell people. There's no psychic supernatural ability with that. It's just hard work. Blood, sweat, and tears, and the devil's in the details, that kind of thing, where you decide it and then you just plan it out and you build it. You move every little piece physically sometimes, or most of the time physically, and then you have this creation that you've done. You have your results. You've reached your goal. It's not just instantaneous at that high level or another dimension. But I hope I can just snap my fingers and people will watch this video and get something out of it. I think that this video is going to make you gain. That's my thought right now. If it can go out there and just instantaneously do that in the virtual world, the virtual reality can just suddenly change just with this thought that I'm giving you today. Thanks for watching, and I'm glad that you're here, and in this way we're connecting, we're unified, we are one. So all those things that I set up on myself, you're taking that in also, and that's you now. It's all of us. Check that out.